Hey, Tom Trento here, defendtheborder.org. And today we have a border update for you. And with us is our dear friend, Clare Lopez, Clare Lopez Liberty, LLC, a member of the United West for a long time and Defend the Border. Clare, how you doing?
Hey, Tom, it's good to be with you. Thank you.
You just returned from our southern border. Tell our viewers, our listeners, what your impressions were as you were down there for several days.
All the illegals are given not just food, clothing, shoes, necessities, but cell phones. They're given cell phones, preloaded debit cards too. And these cell phones are handed to them free as far down south as Central America, coming out from through the Darien Gap. And on that cell phone, they are now instructed to download the app called CBP1, O-N-E. CBP, Customs and Border Protection, 1, O-N-E. And at that app, they are supposed to make an appointment with a judge in the United States for an asylum hearing at some point in the future in the city, the town of their choice to which they're going to be sent. Free of charge, of course. Well, we're paying for it. And what I heard is that the backlog for those appointments for asylum hearings to even decide whether they qualify for asylum or not, no more wait in Mexico for that. The backlog is something upwards of 10 years. So when the illegals come to the border crossing point, the port of entry with CBP, all they have to do is show their cell phone. Look, I made the appointment. I've got the appointment on my CBP1 app. Here it is. And they're waved right through. No checks, no background checks, no validation, no vetting, no health checks, no nothing. And we actually saw them. In fact, some of these illegals that were crossing over the bridge between Piedras Negras and Eagle Pass, that bridge, and CBP checkpoint there. And they were just climbing onto a big white bus, you know, the ones we've all seen, and off they go to the destination of their choice inside the United States.
So, Clare, are you telling our listeners and viewers that there's no longer remain in Mexico? It's now, here's the phone, go into America, you got the app, and enjoy life? Is this the situation?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And as I was saying, it's kind of a shell game. They're playing with the numbers. Secretary of Department of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, and what they're doing is channeling what otherwise would be illegals who have slim to no hope of gaining approval of an asylum request. Because here's the other thing CBP told us: they're not coming because they're oppressed or in danger of their lives or fleeing some persecution, reasonable fear of death and harm in their home countries. No, a lot of these folks have actually been living in other countries in South America, like Chile, like Brazil, very nice places. And you ask them and they'll say they're having a very nice life. Yes, but you know what? We think we can make more money in the United States, and then we can send it home again, either to build great big houses and or to send back to family members in their actual home country, wherever that may be. So they get channeled through with this app, just wave through. Again, no checks, no background checks, no health checks. And by the way, no DNA checks for children traveling with adults who claim to be their relatives.
Envision on my desk right here, 3 shelves, and you got illegal people over here, legal people over here. By the way, there's over 300 ports of legal entry in the U.S. And what the Biden administration just did to every American is slide these things around, shuffle the illegals into the legal shell, jam them into the US, into the school system, into the healthcare system, into the economic system, into the work system, and undermining the social fabric of America.
Mhm.
We are being duped, deceived, and many people call this treasonous behavior. That's another conversation. But Clare Lopez, thank you for your continued amazing work. We'll be in touch for another border update in the near future.
Thank you.